Okay, are you really not ready for a relationship, or do you just not want with the person? When someone says, I'm not ready for a relationship.
Me personally, I've never I pretty much know within like the first week if I'm like, yeah,
feeling them.
Yeah, I'm feeling them. I'm like, totally, I would date you.
So this could be a cop-out situation.
Yeah. Once again, I think it like really ties into like where is their mental health? What is their past relationships like? Like, do they have trust issues? Do they have commitment issues?
No, but like if a guy says to a girl like, hey, like I really like you, but I'm just not in the right spot for relationship right now.
I'm not a relationship guy.
Once again, swinging back around, you gotta have like you gotta like double down on yourself. You do not belong, and this goes for guys too. Like you don't belong, because I've been in that situation like 4 times. You don't belong in that situation. You want somebody who wants you just as bad as you want them.
Yes.
So like, even if they do somehow miraculously have feelings for you, that get out, and maybe 3 months later they'll fucking figure it out for themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Welcome back to Straight Candid Podcast
with Sid
and Soph, where we take pride in normalizing taboo conversations, saying the wrong thing, drinking too much caffeine, and talking too fast.
Here at Straight Candid, we live unfiltered. No edits, deletes, or drag and drops. Just 2 Minneapolis girls who hit record and keep it candid.
Let's get into it. I like your fuzzy coat.
Thank you. I feel cozy.
A little chilly out there today.
Are we back? Are we ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
We're vibing.
We got the red wine, which
red
is
solo cup,
which we know is a little dangerous when we drink and record, but just a little sauce.
I'm not gonna lie, I needed it today. I needed it today because I came right off the freaking meetings.
Yes, you really did.
Literally strolled in meeting, and now we're here. Hi, how we doing? How are you? Yeah.
You guys, she also did her makeup in a good 30 seconds. Like how?
Thank you so much. It's called Quick and Speedy Fingers. Been practicing for years.
That sounded
I actually
nasty.
just started doing like contouring though and highlighting, and I don't know what I'm doing, but I hope it looks good.
It looks so
Let
good.
me know. Just kidding. Don't want your feedback. Just kidding.
Just kidding.
Just kidding.
Well, welcome back, everyone. Happy Thursday.
I know we're here and we're live and we're excited. You know why? Because we got a really good guest for you. His name is Ben. We're hyped. He's one of our buddies. He lives out in LA. He happens to be home right now. And we were like, holy crap, we need a male perspective. It's about damn time, right?
We have been getting some feedback where dudes are like, y'all are hating on males. You need to get a dude on there we need a dude perspective. We need to pick a male's brain. So here we are gonna answer all the questions that the ladies wrote in that they want answered from a male perspective. So.
And I get it. And and by the way, just want to add that we are never man hating I have a boyfriend. Like, I mean, if I'm man hating, God, like whack me on the head. But really it's more so just speaking out of general term and out of experience, and also out of the experience of our listeners. So let's do this thing. Let's get a male perspective in here and let's roll with it. But first I have a few things to say.
I was just, okay. Sorry.
What were you going to say?
I was going to talk about man hating a little bit more.
Oh, you can talk about it.
I was just going to say,
hold my thought.
I don't. But now it's just irrelevant.
Never whine ever before an episode.
I know.
You're like, what?
I'm already slower. This is bad. I'm going to set it down.
Okay.
I was just going to say, I mean, we're not man haters unless they're disrespectful. And like, I think part of it goes to show like maybe the males that we've been attracting, that I've been attracting. You know what I mean? So
yes,
we speak to experience. Sorry. And yes, not all males are bad. We got Jackson in the house. We got Adam on the team.
Yep,
we got
Andrew, Declan.
Yeah. All those guys. Like, we love them all. So
we love them all. I will say though, sometimes the bad ones leave a bad rap for the good ones. So just know that and be mindful of it. Okay, what I was going to tell you was, you guys, it's frickin' Thursday, which means you need to come to our event tonight. I'm not kidding you. 6 p.m., Gray's, Minneapolis, if you're in town.
Yes.
If you're out of town, I apologize. I wish you could be there, but we'll have more events hopefully as we get bigger and grow and go other places. But 6 p.m. Gray's, free drinks, free beer pong. You're just encouraged to donate if you can. There's going to be some
sweater
free food.
party.
Yep, wear your ugly sweater. Come have a good time. Get some drinks with us. And also, we're going to do like a mini little epi. Like, it's going to be quick. We're going to hop on the mic and we're going to chit chat. And we've never done anything live on the mics like that. So
and if you can't make it, there. Again, this is for Best Christmas Ever. Link in bio at the bottom of our page. So.
Yes, please. If you can donate, even $5 makes a difference. We're trying to get these family home and we're almost at 10K. So let's roll. Yay. Hopefully we hit 10K by the time you're hearing this.
I know.
Other thing is we have an altar event if you're in Minneapolis, folks. So we'll get more info on our Insta. But if you want to come, we're doing a workout at noon on Sunday, and it's going to be brunch and burpees, and we're going to hang out. It's going to be a blast, and it's for the Best Christmas Ever family. So see you there. Be there, be squared. Did you have a funny Straight Candid moment that you were like laughing in the room about when I was on my meeting? Was that you?
No, I was laughing at Ben's because Ben has some good ones. I mean, we can talk about the weekend for a second, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't have can you share your straight Canada moment first?
I would say that I don't have one that I can pinpoint.
I know. Like we didn't have time to really think, did we?
Because we were too busy thinking about what we wanted to ask Ben. I was like so caught up. I'm like, I need to ask him this. Someone has sent this in. I got to get organized. Got to let everybody know. So, we can talk about our weekends though. And I think something will come up probably.
Yeah. My straight Canada that I think of right now is I'm getting the biggest lip zit on my upper lip. You can't see it yet, but it is like underneath there. It is growing. It's ready. It's ready to
That's
just
kind of lucky though. It makes your lips look bigger.
No, I was just going to say my upper lip feels so fat. And I'm like, yes, I
she
love
kind of
this.
is talking with it like going out.
Yeah.
Like I feel like if I do that, mine turns into like a little piece of paper. You can see it now on the mic. Literally, look how flat. Gross. Get out of here.
Yeah, it's literally huge. Like
it
what
looks
weird
good.
spot.
Lucky. Wait, what did you do this weekend?
I hate when I get put on the spot after I drink wine. I'm trying to think. What did I do?
What did you do this weekend? I don't even know.
Hold on. Pause.
Okay, sorry.
So Friday, I coached. Oh, I definitely did not do anything Friday. Saturday, I coached. Oh my God, this is so bad.
What did I do? Out? I thought you.
I
remember.
A story. I remember now. I went to the Christmas market.
Was it fun
in St. Paul? Yeah, the European Christmas market. It was so cute. I got there's little handmade gifts there that you can buy for your family, and they have like German food. It was so fun. Then I just hung out with some girlfriends. Wiener Schnitzel. Yes,
did they have that?
It was something like that. Yep.
She goes. Yep. I think that's what it was. I don't know.
I didn't drink this weekend, which felt really good. Sunday, I paid. I got a ton of shit done, which I needed to do.
You and I both. We had a grind day.
I did have a grind day, and I texted you a screenshot of the conversation with my mom. And I had been letting mail pile up in the corner of my kitchen because I hadn't opened it. I just avoided it. And I'd just been so like stressed and burnt out. And like, I could just tell I didn't have energy to even open up like poor envelopes.
Isn't that weird that something so simple can exhaust you, even the thought of doing it?
And I talked to my therapist about that. I was like, even the smallest tasks sometimes when my mental health is bad is like the end of the world. So I had to pay 3 parking tickets on Sunday. That piled up, and I had to open all my mail. But luckily,
oh my God, is that the right term? How many mail?
I mean, it was a thick pile, but luckily, like some of them were checks that I knew were checks for like work I've done, and I just still haven't opened it. Yeah, so it felt nice.
So she rich is what she's saying.
She rich, bitch. All right. What about you? What'd you do?
I didn't do anything crazy this weekend. It was actually kind of nice because
you didn't go to the Loop. I thought you were gonna go to the Loop.
I was gonna go to the Loop, and then I didn't because I needed to chill. Like. We literally just moved and I've been running around. Yeah. And I was in New York last week and like, I need to sit down and breathe. Holy crap. Yeah. Like literally on Friday night, we had a snowstorm and my friends were like, no, I'm sorry. I don't feel comfortable driving, which I shouldn't. I don't know why I thought in my head I could just drive around in a literal foot of snow. Like, no. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh my God. And I go to Jordan. I'm like, what are you doing tonight? And he's like, I'm playing video games. You said you were busy. And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, I'm like, no, so no one wants to hang out with me. No one wants to hang out with me. And it was like snowy and dark. And I was like, okay. Cracked a bottle of wine. I made some damn good cookies. And you know what? I had some me time and it was bomb. Good. But it always sounds bad in the beginning when you're a person that never has like ADD and you're like always running around.
And FOMO.
Yeah. And FOMO. I have that very bad.
That's FOMO too.
I get really bad FOMO. Even when they go to work out without me and our little crew, like I actually get like bad FOMO. So anyway, I'm recovering FOMO. And I laid low. Like I just chilled and got my life back together. I will say I've not caught up on my texts and that's my looming thing that's giving me anxiety. I hate that. But I hope that no one takes it personally because it's not personal. It's a me thing that I just get anxious about. But I don't have like a good straight candy moment, but I know somebody that does.
Yeah.
Should we? I don't know. I think his name is Ben.
Benny. Ben, how do you say your last name?
Come on in.
Sarbacker.
Ben Sarbacker.
I was going to try to say it, but I knew I wasn't going to say it right.
No, you're good. It's
I left space for it.
People call me like Starbacker, and that's solely just because of Starbucks. Like,
I love that.
At least no T. Just
hey. At least it's not VanSurksum.
Oh no,
I don't have any bad ones.
That's VanSurksum.
Oh,
you like that one?
That's like seriously something people would.
Well, I mean, like, yeah. Once they know me, they're like, dude, I thought your name was like VanSurksum. Yeah. No, not serious, but
well, you never know. People get weird things in their brain, and they're like, I think that's her last name. Yeah.
Just because I like a face to the name what's your Instagram so people can quick look you up as they listen.
And just say who you are, like what you're up to right now.
Elevator.
Give us a little something.
Totally. So my Instagram is just at Ben Sarbacker, SARBACKER. We're working on getting a better at. But yeah, I lived here in Minneapolis and worked with the Back Pocket Boys. Shout out Andrew and Decky.
Shout out.
Love them.
The boys.
And then I went to LA in May to work in a content house. So that was cool. I lived there for like 6 months.
What was it called, by the way? If anyone wants to Google it.
Go House.
Go House.
Yep. YouTube channel still up with all the old videos that I help produce, make every single day.
What exactly was the Go House? So like, can you just what is it?
So the idea of it was we got 13 creators in the house, and it was this beautiful mansion in Hollywood Hills. They got one of the houses by like the old Hollywood Hills hype house.
Oh yeah.
Like it was like 2 doors down from us, and we knew the owners and we got to walk through. It was so cool. And we got 13 people in there, and throughout like it was supposed to be 8 weeks, but it turned into 16. We slowly were evicting creators. So these creators like signed contracts and knew like that was part of the game show. And so like, it would be audience vote, it'd be creator vote, however, narrowed it down to 6 people. And then we let them live in the house while they found one winner, and the winner won $15,000.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was the end goal. That's sweet.
Yeah,
no, I didn't know that either.
That's pretty freaking sick. You literally worked on a game show, basically. Like a reality show.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. It was very
I call everything a game show. I'm like, a game show, and then you think of Jeopardy. You're like, no, that's not what I'm talking about.
I was not thinking of that.
I was thinking of like Survivor.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's funny because I've talked to people who've worked in reality, and like our team was like a video editor straight out of high school, a videographer straight out of high school.
Wow.
And me for most of the time. So it was.
How old are you?
I'm 24.
Okay.
Yeah, you're my age.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we're old.
We're old. Wait, no, you guys are
guns
young.
here.
Yeah, you're the younger ones here. So no.
My age is 24, but my back is like 83. So like it's very hard for me to like separate.
My back. That was good. That was pretty freaking good. I was like, what? Yeah. Oh, he's got a bad back.
Yeah.
But okay, so that's what you were doing.
Mm-hmm.
And what are you doing now?
Now I'm literally just creating. So I also own meme accounts.
Yeah.
So on top of like my meme accounts and my creator stuff, that's just what I can do. So currently I'm living with my aunt in Fullerton actually, but I'm just waiting for my buddy who has a place in Hollywood. His lease is up the end of January, so we're gonna go find a place in February.
So you like it out there? You want to move back out there?
Yes, bro. The bads are bad. Like you meet a lot of fake people.
Mm-hmm.
That's like not even a lie. And the traffic sucks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's where you need to be if you're like a creator or like if you're trying to make the best business connection. Oh my God, the people I've met is insane.
Sid, we gotta move.
I know, dude. I've been telling her. And she's been ready.
Can we make our own hype house? We can all move out there?
Yes. I actually in the future, once I kind of get my stuff rolling, one of my biggest goals is to run a content house correctly. Like I don't want to talk any smack against Go House because like I love the people and I love the people that ran it, but I just saw things like this is what works and this is what doesn't, and it was really interesting because like I'm on the business side, but also creator. So I want to like start something that's
You'd be really good at that.
You'd be amazing at it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
The content was amazing too. When I would be watching videos and stuff on YouTube. Oh my God, I loved it.
So good. Yeah. I think you should test it out on Sid and I.
Oh, like, totally.
When you go
house.
Yeah.
Give me like a year. Straight up. Give me like a year.
That's all right. Note it down.
Write
it down.
But if it's like Bachelor where you can't leave, I don't think I could do that. I'd get way too antsy.
Yeah.
No, I gotta go outside.
No, and I think that's one of the big problems with content houses is they're very like they put creators in a box.
Yeah.
Which
you can't put creators in a box.
No.
Yeah,
like you gotta
creativity.
You gotta give them their freedom, and like the one thing I'm seeing is content houses aren't supporting the creators enough. They're just kind of not necessarily using them, but the whole point of it is if you get these creators in a house, brands will chuck money at you. And granted that definitely is, the way that the content house goes, but it shouldn't be the focus. The focus should be the creators, in my opinion.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, good for you. I'm proud of you. You just went on a whim, like kind of like an opportunity that just fell in your lap that you worked freaking hard for, but it like came finally, and you were just like, yeah, I'm going. Like, and I'm like, when are you leaving? And you're like, tomorrow. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I was gonna say, actually,
Ben's leaving tomorrow. Like he's moving tomorrow.
Yeah.
And he was just out and he just went for his dreams.
It was a funny story because we didn't have a producer. So we were trying to chat up Ben. We're like, yo, will you come work with Straight Candid?
We're like, dude.
Because we knew he was like, we just love your personality. We're like,
and your brain.
And your brain and like all the random stuff you've taught us with YouTube optimization and all the goods. And we're like, he should work for Straight Candid. And he's like, yo, I'm leaving tomorrow.
I know.
So, best of both worlds. Now we get you on the podcast.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to like home me and sit in a couple months. We're going to end up out in LA with you.
Exactly.
We can't wait. We're waiting. We're counting down. We're coming out for you. I'm dead serious.
100%. When I have my own apartment, like you guys can stay.
Okay, hell yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Get an air mattress rolling.
Okay, straight candid moment.
Okay.
Straight candid. I'm so excited for this because this literally happened Saturday night.
Oh, so it's recent.
Recent.
These are the best.
Oh, it's so funny. So, I flew in Saturday, but I was technically supposed to fly in Friday. Friday is when that huge snowstorm hit. So flights got delayed, whatever. We get in Friday. I immediately step into the Tinder game because it's funny.
Oh my God, we need to look at your Tinder and me and Sid need to look through this.
I am so okay with that because low-key a boy needs help.
Why Tinder?
Well, I'm on Hinge too. It's funny. I feel like
you just want to fuck.
What?
I mean, look, bro. I'm not trying to do long distance, bro. Like, I'm in Minneapolis. Like, what? Like, come on.
I get it.
You just got called out so hard by Soph.
I'll own it.
We'll take it. Hey, we'll take it.
So you have a Hinge because different reasons. Well, Tinder, different reasons. Okay.
I also feel like Hinge doesn't show me like my type at all. Like I'll swipe for a long time and I'm like, this is bad. Like,
what is your type?
Like very like girls with like tattoos, piercings. Like, oh my God, I love that shit. Like alt girl stuff.
Alt girl what is that? Alt girl? What is that?
That's like just like girl, like I said, like girls with tattoos and like piercings.
Oh, just like alternative, you mean?
Colored hair. Oh, I fucking love that shit.
Oh my God, I love
hot.
that. I like that for you. I feel like, because
you're
I can see this.
Like you're kind of like that too. Like guys, his nails are. If you're listening and you can't see, his nails are painted. Yeah. He's got some snake earrings in. He has the sickest haircut. What would you call your haircut, by the way?
To be honest, I don't know. My barber was just like he's also Asian. It's the first time I've ever had an Asian guy cut my hair, and I was just doing the middle part at first, and he was like, yo, me and my cousins have been doing this thing where like in the back you do like a mullet. If like a mullet and a mohawk had a baby, like that's what's on the back of my head.
Yeah, I've noticed
so
it when you turn your head and it looks good.
And he has those little marks. Yeah, let's see it.
Look at you.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, damn, I like it.
Yeah.
No, you got great hair.
Thank you. I appreciate
really
that.
good hair.
Yeah, wow.
Guys, stop.
Seriously, I'm going to toot your horn all
Sorry,
night.
keep it interrupting. We're like,
okay,
no, you're
sorry.
totally good, bro. You're
Straight candid moment.
That's that. If you've ever listened to my podcast, it's literally us just like getting on tangents. So I'm totally
tangents
good.
are good.
Mm-hmm. Same with us.
So get in Saturday night. I go on Tinder and I match with this girl and we're just like shooting the shit. And I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I take more risks whenever I'm like just trying to like meet a girl and like kind of hook up with her because I'm like, whatever. So we're having like a really great flirty conversation. I go out with my friends to the bars. She wasn't at a bar, but she was at a restaurant drinking with like her brother or something.
Yep.
And I'm trying to like get her like, come over to this bar. Like I'll buy you drinks, whatever. And so my best friend, my co-host just recently started like seeing this girl. They're not official yet, but like they're so cute. And I was kind of like running my approval process. Like, what are your intentions with my boy? Like all that shit. Like,
love that. You were like testing, like kind of questioning her a little bit, like seeing it like, so yeah.
I
so
didn't know guys did that too.
It's definitely a lot like more lenient, like obviously.
More flexible.
You're more having fun with it. When I feel like when I do it, I'm so intentional. I'm like, so what are you doing with my friend, huh?
Yeah.
Like when we're gonna get along so well. So what are you doing with her? Like literally so intense.
Totally. Like I knew within the first like 5 seconds of meeting her, I was like, this girl's like great. Aww. Totally. But you know, I'm gonna dick around with her a little bit. Just like, so what do you think? And so she's out there and we go to this bar and she sees me on my phone. She's like, who are you talking to? And I was like, oh, I have this girl on Tinder. I'm trying to get her here. And she goes, give me the phone. And so I shit you not. Like I like to think I laid a really great foundation and like, you know, created
the girls know how to do it though.
Oh, bro. Literally just, and like she was saying things that I would never say and it just fucking worked.
Like what?
You want me to pull up the messages?
Yeah. Because I think guys would want to know too.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I think here's the thing. And this is like part of like, once we get in the topic, you have to read the room a little bit in terms of like, that's your guys' thing, right? Yeah. I did that intentionally.
Hashtag read the room.
But like you can kind of tell when you can be a little bit riskier with the girl and when you're not, if you have that like, I don't want to call it like emotional intelligence. Is that correct?
Yeah. It's an EQ, I mean.
Yeah. Like you can tell like, okay, this girl I can be a little bit more flirty and risky with, this girl I can't. And like you can always tell by like the bios too. Like if a girl I saw one that was like, I'm like James Harden. I like traveling and choking. And I was like, okay, you can be pretty risky with her.
Yeah, clearly. That's your bio. Holy shit.
But it was good. I remembered it.
Yeah, you remembered.
Like,
she made an impression.
That's actually really good.
She made an impression. That's the point.
I should add that.
Oh yeah, totally. Do it.
This chick, I swear. No more wine for you and no more wine for you.
I know,
no,
my eyes
I'm
are,
totally
look at
kidding.
my eyes.
I know, it's okay.
Full sends only, so. Anyways.
You guys, it's okay, it's fine.
Okay,
I love this story.
Try to stay on track.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, well, I was going to pull up the messages and then do you guys want to read them or do you want to, how do you want to do this?
No, you do it.
Okay. So.
Look at the good ones.
So your intention, obviously, meet up with this girl. This girl takes your phone. You want her to come to the bar. She's getting there. She's not, she's not quite sold. The girl takes the phone.
Yep.
And she's sold. And so, let me say, does she come to the bar? Can I?
Oh, yes. She came to the bar.
Oh, yes.
Yes. And she came.
To be honest, I do not remember.
I can't with these people. Rewind. What are we doing here?
But he's on Tinder. That was the point of it.
Yeah. That actually adds to the story, but just wait. So, so I gave her the phone. We were talking about star signs and I was like, I said, come out and hang out. Sorry. She took my phone and said, come out and hang out. I promise I'm not a serial killer, contrary to popular belief. And then I know, right? I was like, what?
Okay.
She's like, okay, stop. I always make that joke. Poorhouse by myself with you and all your friends would be a bit bold, but I'm not opposed.
Okay.
Okay.
And then my friend's girl says, fucking do it. My friend wants another girl here, please. And then so I took my phone back and I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like my boy's girlfriend wanted to know who I was talking to. And she's like, haha, no, that's cute. It's okay. I'm thinking about it. Honestly, I feel like I'd be a fake Leo if I didn't.
Oh, and then that's cute.
And then she took my phone and said, you would be LOL. Show face.
Oh my God. She's like straight to the point, like straight shooter.
Oh, 100%. And then she was like, okay, well, it's a 14-minute walk from my place. I still have to drive home, so it'd be a second. And she was just like, we'll be here. 14 minutes equals nothing.
This girl's like full sending the messages. And I mean, they work.
Oh,
was she cool?
Yeah, no, she's super cool.
Yeah.
You want me to I can kind of skip to because there's a lot. That's pretty much the bulk of it.
That was the bulk of getting to the bar.
She was just very forward with her and was like this,
and it worked.
Oh yeah, it worked. She comes to the bar. My mistake. So it was I didn't realize what time it was. So my friend and his girl leave. We're just hanging out. We're talking, having great conversation. And I was like, hey, let me buy you a drink and a shot. So I get a drink and a shot for both of us. But then literally as soon as I got to our table, lights come on. It's bar closed.
Oh no.
And literally
right when she got there?
Yeah. Oh, not right. We'd been talking.
Okay.
We'd been talking for 30 minutes, I think. Okay. And then that's when I was like, hey, you're just sitting there with no drink.
Yeah.
I've been drinking, let me go grab you one.
Catch up.
So we have 5 minutes to take the shot and chug the rest of our drink.
And also figure out where, are you going home with each other? Are you obviously she came out all the way to the bar. Maybe that's she vibing and you are in,
I pulled some smooth moves and I gave her a kiss
before
I went to go grab. Oh yeah. It's you just gotta be smooth. Yeah.
I feel that's why you kind of wanted you on, because to be honest, when I met you, I was like, I didn't know if, Ben was going to be smooth. And then I listened to your podcast. I'm like, he has some tricks up his sleeves.
And you're just confident with who you are. Yeah. That's why we asked you to come here. You're confident in who you are.
That's so
confident
important.
What you do. You're very aware and EQ is high. So
if you're confident as a dude, it brings you so far.
And that's what I was going to say. You kind of have to have tricks when you're 5'5" on a good day. So you got it. Oh, and actually I forgot to tell you the best part. This girl messages, which is really sad that tall girls have to be insecure about their height, but she goes, okay, I will also say I'm fairly tall. Not that it matters to me, but I always feel like I need to preface. It's just 5'11", but it does bother some people. And then my friend just responded, doesn't bother me.
Wait, why would that? Oh, that makes me sad that she has to be conscious of that.
So I have to do that, but the other way around.
Yeah.
I have to be hey, yo, just so you know, if you couldn't tell by my profile, pretty short.
It's I actually feel really bad for guys because when it comes to height, because it is such a over exaggerated thing that girls just always are so picky about. And I think it's horrible.
It's one of those things that I understand it. truthfully, I prefer shorter girls than I do taller girls, but it's not something that I weed girls out with.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
No,
like,
that makes sense.
The height thing is literally something that girls like weed guys out from right away. And truthfully, they're probably missing, like, not saying all short guys are amazing, because I've met some short guys that I'm like, wow, like you gotta
sometimes
figure this
they're
shit
making
out.
up for what, they feel like people are holding against them without their control.
Yep.
Yeah.
R/nice guys stuff where they're just like, oh, girls are so like it's so dumb. But like, if you just like are confident into it and just kind of own it, like it's whatever.
Yeah.
And you haven't had, like, not in a weird way, but like you've never had issues with that, have you?
I mean, girls definitely like, if I'm talking to a girl that's taller than me, I almost automatically assume that, like, not that I don't have a chance with her, but like I'm not gonna like make it a priority, if that makes sense. Just because I know, like, odds are she probably doesn't want to date a guy that's shorter than her, especially a girl that's a little bit taller too.
Yeah.
Wait, this is such an interesting perspective,
isn't it?
Wow.
That's why I asked. Sorry if that was like a little bit like in your bubble, but like,
oh, bro, nothing is in my bubble.
I know it's not for you, but you know what I mean. I was like, I'm interested because I don't know. We don't know. We're like, we're on the other side. That's why we wanted you to come on.
Yeah, totally. And I would just say, like, obviously it's hard because like you're attracted to what you're attracted to. But I like, if you're going to let something like height, obviously height might be important to you, but like the more important things realistically are personality, if it's a good fit, like X, Y, and Z. And so if you automatically rule someone out by their height, you might be missing out on like
a lot of guys.
Yeah, exactly.
I will say, I used to out guys right away. If it was less than 6, I would swipe the other way.
Really?
I know, I listen to the podcast.
Right away. I would. Lately, I've been bringing it down to 5'7".
Ooh.
Well, that's
that's progress.
My dad, I just want them to be taller than me, and I'm 5'6". My dad's 5'8" though, and like my mom's the same height as him, and they get along.
You've never
great.
thought of it though, right?
Yeah.
Right?
So I need to stop. I'm gonna not look at that anymore.
I'm glad you're aware of it.
I mean, it's like I said, it's one of those things where like obviously you're attracted to what you're attracted to, and like you can't hold that against anybody.
Yeah, because it's subconscious.
Exactly.
Like,
like you can't force, like, if you're not attracted to short guys, like you can't just force yourself to like date, marry a dude and be happy.
The
like,
thing is, though, it's like you can't be not attracted to short guys, because you can have a great face and a great body and be short, and I would still be attracted. But it's like, oh, they're shorter. I don't know. It's weird to me.
I think it's a subconscious thing. I think society started saying it. Women started jumping on it, and it just happened. Jackson's got something to say.
Oh, yes.
Let's see what he's got to say.
Jackson.
Also, on the contrary, me being 6'3", not too many people are shorter than me, but like if someone was taller than me, I'd definitely be self-conscious, or, subconscious, not self-conscious.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, but like if we vibed and everything, like it wouldn't be a deal breaker by any means,
Yeah.
And on the apps and stuff, there's so many like taller girls that put like 5'10", 5'11", because that matters,
you mean like includes their height when they don't need to
in their bio.
Oh,
yes.
Wow.
And like doesn't matter to me because but
totally.
I guess I don't know, from another dude's perspective, who's a little shorter.
Yeah. No, totally.
Thanks, Jackson.
Thank you, Jackson, for saying that.
Yeah,
that was a good ad.
A little tall man.
I know.
Over there.
And I want to make sure too, like this is a guy thing as well. Like guys do this as like too. It's just like, I don't know, when you're ruling, I personally, not saying that like it's who I'm going to end up with, but I would personally be down to date like a taller girl. It would give my kids a chance of like being good. Like,
in sports and stuff like that. People think about this shit. People pretend like they don't, but people totally do. They're like, well, I want my kids to be athletes, so I should date someone taller. Or that's their like reasoning for why they want to date a taller person versus a shorter person. You know what I mean? Like someone has to give a reason for it. I don't know.
I mean, it goes back to the way back in the day where it's like we had to survive. I need a tall strong
man that can keep me,
built into your...
We'll get back to your story in a second, but what's something that you automatically swipe right on?
Like almost like a flag, or like,
like not a height for a girl, but something else.
Like swipe right, like as in like, oh, I want to mess you.
I don't know which was which, but the non-match.
The non-match.
Do you have one? And Jackson, do you have one?
Because I'll admit that mine for a man is like hunting and like hunting stuff. I just don't. I'm not into it. I've never been into it. My family's not into it, so we wouldn't vibe on that level. That's it, and that's just like an honest answer.
Oh, Jackson, can you go first? Just give me a second to think, or do you not know?
Yeah, I got.
Okay, thank you.
I mean, one like political preferences. If they're like, I'm like if they're like swipe as your preference. So like I'm like, all right, swipe and left hardcore.
Whoa, interesting. You've seen that?
Oh yeah, they're like swipe as your political like unmatch for sure. Others being just like super basic, like Bumble when the girls message first. If it's basic like how much does a polar bear weigh? Like enough to break the ice or something, you know? Like,
oh, I see.
Basic or like, you know, easiest.
Kind of cringy.
That's
exactly.
Cringy. That is
yeah.
so cringe.
So my first 1 million view TikTok ever was me making fun of girls messaging on Bumble.
I remember seeing this one. I'm dead serious. I can remember it.
Cause like, so some girl made like a video like showing what guys were saying. And like, granted, it wasn't just like, hey, it was like, obviously the pickup lines were like kind of cringy, but I was just like, at least I send something. Like most girls on Bumble just say, hey, or they send like I think that the message that you were talking about, it's one of those ones that they like recommend to girls.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. They like recommend like, you should ask them this thing. And
Wait,
like,
what?
it's so cringe, bro. I was like, oh.
Weird.
So what would you want a girl to slide in on Bumble? Because we got a lot of lady listeners.
Like I said, like read the room. Okay, so when you look at my, you guys should just like look at my profile.
Can we do this?
Yes. When you look at my profile, you can automatically like, I feel like you can tell I'm just like a funny person. I don't take very much seriously. Like I don't really get offended by much. And it kind of like, I was going to answer that too with like the political, even both like if they're super left or super right, like either way, I don't really vibe with those people. It like, if it consumes your life, it's very hard for me to like, also not like act like I'm interested, but be like, oh, like, yeah. Cause
you know, it's going to be a large topic of conversation is what you're saying. And you'd have to like constantly be talking about it. And it's not your interest.
You want someone that's open.
Yeah. And I'm pretty left leaning. I'm painting my nails and shit. Like, I'm not like overbearing. And like, when I can tell that someone's like overbearingly like left and or right, I'm just not left or right. That'd be weird. Or right. I'm just kind of like, I don't think we're going to vibe.
I understand that though. I can see that as a reason.
So your profile you're saying is funny and like you don't take yourself too seriously. And I'll tell you this right now, the guys that I match with, because to be honest, I've never gone on a date from Hinge because it's so much more than looks for me. But the one dudes that I've ever considered going on dates with were all profiles that were fucking hilarious.
And this goes into like what I prefer from a DM is I love it when girls come in like really confident, really bold and say something like even a little inappropriate. Like the girls I respond to most, I love it when girls slide in my Instagram DMs. First off, confidence. Second, like if you come in with something like a little, like obviously my content's raunchy. So like
a girl can be raunchy on a DM, but a guy cannot. Can I say that?
Totally.
Interesting point because that's so freaking true. It is true.
I was actually talking about this with the girl that like sent the messages. She was saying that like it's kind of fun for girls to go and like message other girls from their guy friends' Tinders because it's like, well, she made a good point. She's like, when girls are swiping right on you, they're basically saying, oh, I could use some attention or like I could just like entertain the idea. When guys,
so said that's what I do.
When guys,
a little validation here and there.
Pretty much when guys like swipe right on a girl, they're basically saying like I want to fuck you. Like that's literally what they're saying. And so it's just not that there's like a power dynamic, but it's a different like level of like going in. So and that's just how it is. I feel like so. Yeah, I love it when girls slide in and they're like raunchy or they make like a. But sorry. Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to hear because you just said the comment. I wanted to hear if Jackson agreed with that or not.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
especially
like
on Bumble where it's the girls. Like we're just waiting for you to slide in. You got a message first, So, and the ones you connect with more, me personally, is like either raunchy, be over the top, pay a compliment,
like funny. It's being funny too. Yeah,
like stand apart from everyone else, or be eccentric, like hey with like a fuck ton of Y's, or you never just don't be like, hi, what's up, or whatever.
Yeah.
Don't ask how the weekend is.
Something needs to stand out.
Exactly.
And I will say, as a female sliding in raunchy, you might right away be like, well, I don't want to give them the wrong idea. But what I've done in the past is like, if this is someone I was actually interested in and I want to reply, say something wild, out of the ordinary, raunchy as hell. And they can play off it a few messages. And then you could be like, on a real note, like, I actually think, like I would love to hang out. Like you want to like reel it back in a little bit, have fun with a little bit of play, raunchy play, but then make sure you reel it back in.
I love that.
Because you can be raunchy and be like, it'd be funny, like underlying, like use other words. You know what I mean? Like I've gotten DMs like that where they're like, oh yeah, nice, like peaches or something. You know what I mean? Like where it's like,
see, that's not okay with a dude though.
I know, but I didn't respond because here I am right now dating Jordan and it wasn't him.
Also, I do not know how to work Tinder. So you're gonna have to show me how to swipe this. And Jackson, I feel like you had more to say.
No, I would just say like be outgoing, over the top, get us to respond. Well, obviously guys on Bumble are going to respond probably no matter what. But the more outgoing, like me, I'm a little eccentric and out there. So like if it's like, I don't know, kinky or outgoing or whatever, like I'm going to vibe with it. Like I want you to be weird too. Like I'm weird as hell. So like the weirder you are and I see that in your bio or in your message, like I'm going to vibe with that and love that.
I've never had a dating app ever in my life.
Are you serious?
Swear to God.
Dude, honestly, props to you because it's low key like such a waste. It's funny when I'm in LA, like I don't really waste my time with it.
Yeah.
Not waste my time, but it's just like I don't think I'm gonna meet my wife on like Tinder or like Bumble or anything like that.
Did people hear that? Like people don't go on Tinder and Bumble, I don't think, to meet their like significant other, like strong, like connections.
Maybe
intentionally.
Hinge.
Yeah,
maybe Hinge is the other one.
Hinge
Sorry, I was
like,
talking about Tinder.
Oh no, yeah.
But yeah.
Can I see your Hinge? Because I see like the reason why I don't like Tinder is because I don't know anything about you besides this is what he says. All I wear is husband material.
I love that. Though.
That's
funny.
Fucking great.
Thank you.
I own meme pages and make videos on the internet. And then we have the funny photos. You come off funny. You come off fun. Oh, wow. That's a good picture.
Which one?
Mirror selfie.
Thank you. Oh, don't you guys hate mirror selfies though, or something? I was
no.
Oh,
I don't mind that at all.
Oh, okay.
If your shirt was off at the gym, I would swipe.
But that is like what when people talk about like mirror pics, like for guys, it's usually like a shirtless pic, and you're like, oh.
If I ever do that, can you guys yeet me off of a cliff? Like,
Yeet.
thank you. Oh wait, the next one, yeah.
That's so good.
You're hilarious.
I mean,
when
you're a content creator. I mean, you're freaking good at it. Like you're good at content. That's what you're good at.
You guys, he has like a double chin. He's like, whoa, like leaning back, and then it zooms in on his face. Double chin because you're literally looking down at the camera. He goes, when you nut, but you keep sucking.
Oh my God. I did not read it.
See, this is definitely Tinder, okay? But like, let me see your Hinge quick.
Well, I think, maybe I don't have that on Hinge, but low key, like, okay, here's the thing. Because I truthfully think girls have probably been like, this guy's decently cute, and then gone to my Instagram and been like, oh shit, that's a lot. Because like, I get it. Like, I totally understand if like anybody who goes and checks out my Instagram, it's just, I post like 4 or 5 videos a day of me just making stupid jokes.
But it's also your job.
Oh yeah.
And you also
that's
know
what you do.
You also know what goes viral.
Exactly. Like I go viral all the time. And so I kind of need like, the last girl I was like relatively serious with, not that she didn't support it necessarily, but you could tell like it kind of threw her off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And so like, and very much so, like I'm very like trying to figure out like I was telling you guys I'm really into alt girls, but I've also realized that's probably not a good type if I want a relationship, because I'm definitely more of a relationship guy.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've been trying to like this past year and a half, like go through like a change of like, if I want this, then I kind of have to like focus on this. And one of the things is like, they have to be okay with me doing what I'm doing. And like, they almost have to like, not overbearingly support it, but like be willing to support it, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to find someone that also is a content creator like that.
That's what I think probably too. Because it's not like that we're not like, but normal people who aren't as open or out there on social media might be like, whoa, you know what I mean? Some people are even like, whoa, to our podcast. And it's like,
totally.
I mean, to us, we're like, we're just doing what we do and we're content creating. It's part of our job. Yeah. It's like what we want to be doing. So like maybe that, but maybe not. Have you tried someone that's a content creator?
Honestly, like in LA, I like really haven't dated or talked to anybody in LA just because I mean, I'm also like very much on my grind right now. Yeah. So I'm like this close. I gotta close the gap. But I also don't know because like, once again, you meet these people, you're like, this person's so cute. Like, they're so attractive, and then you kind of like get to know them. And you're like, I don't think that's what I need. No, not saying I'm not trying to like.
I'm the same one.
Yeah, not trying to like throw every creator in a box, but like there definitely is. It just LA's different. LA is so different, and everyone's trying to level up. Like people use relationships as a way to get more followers. It's like the craziest shit, and I'm just
holy
like,
crap.
whoa, I'm way out of my league right now. Like I would never even think about doing that. Like I wouldn't want another girl to like post me on her account with my brain being like, this is going to help me gain followers. Like that's just so I don't know. But people literally do that.
That's rough though. That's the deepest, darkest part of LA though. I feel like that's like, it's there. It's very obvious. But if you're, out of that but that's your world because that's your content creation. Ah, man.
Okay. We never finished your Candid moment.
Yo,
yes,
did we not?
This is the greatest candid tangent ever.
I'm sorry.
God.
This is like literally, I love the tangents though.
Me
like,
too.
It just
I know,
makes
and
it
you
more.
have a podcast too, so you know how to talk. So it's just like,
It's
no
fun.
shit, we're gonna go on a tangent.
yeah. And it's good though that like somebody can reel us back in. So basically,
I didn't even know. I thought it was done. So I was like, I was ready to jump into these.
It's funny because someone's like waiting to hear the actual part of the candid moment, so they waited this long. So let's give it.
Okay.
so it's like almost like 2 or 3 parts. So
Love this.
one was getting my boy's girl, like she was like, she if she hadn't passed by then, she clearly passed. Cause I was like,
You're like, what the heck?
You helped me get this girl to the bar. You are a bro. Like
She's a bro, clearly. Okay. Done. Check.
So we chug these drinks and like, I'm good at that point.
Mhm.
I'm solid. I don't exactly remember how it came up, but she's like, come to my place. So we go and we walk to her place and
14-minute walk. I remember.
Yeah. Little 14-minute walk. And, we start hooking up. Well, this is the part where I barcode. So I don't. Okay, so there's two parts of this that are just.
Was your penis working after all those?
No, that was not working. But okay, but I also have to say I love eating girls out. So yeah,
Spicy.
really raunchy. Sorry.
Spicy.
Mhm. Oh, I think it's just like
No,
but,
that's actually awesome.
But here's the
Good
point.
for you.
At the beginning, you were like, oh, like did she come? I could not tell you. I don't remember a lot of it. The 2 things I do remember: 1, eating the girl's ass.
The only time my ass has been eaten was when the guy was really drunk too.
It was like I
You
don't
just feel
remember.
extra kinky.
Yeah, I don't remember how it happened, but like all I remember is it was happening, and I was like, "This ain't too bad." And she seemed to really enjoy
I'm
it too.
literally like, what? I have no words right now. I'm sitting over here like, huh?
Oh no, someone's calling me. Sorry. And then the second thing is me eating her out and then coming up and saying, "I need to go puke."
Oh my god!
But I made to tell her. I made sure to tell her this isn't you. This is me drunk as fuck. And so I run to her bathroom.
Oh, because she thought maybe it was.
No, it
Okay.
definitely wasn't her. Like,
But you made it clear.
Oh, I made it very clear. And
Yeah.
so like I puked in her toilet, and then I don't remember how, but it was kind of like, I think she was like, oh my God, this fucking dude. And so so eventually I ended up leaving, walking home, and getting back to my buddy's place. But then it ends like the next morning I texted her. I was just like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, bro. Like I was way drunk. And she was like, like that's fine. I was drunk too. And I was like, okay, like just not the greatest
She
first
definitely
impression.
wasn't as drunk as you.
No,
was.
totally.
But she still made
Didn't
you feel
respond.
okay. And
Oh,
some
yes.
guys,
Okay, good.
if that would have been the reverse, some guys are douchey and they won't even respond.
Yeah.
They won't even give you the time of day. Not even to like give you all good. You know, like, no, it's all good, girl.
Yeah,
like they won't
so
even respond.
Good point.
Totally. I really do appreciate her saying that, because I was like, all right, at least I'm not like,
Yeah.
even if she does fucking hate me, like we're good. We're good. Like
Oh
she made me
my
think she did.
Oh
This
my
is
God,
awesome.
dude.
What a good Saturday night. Dang.
It was so funny.
Do you have
You
an
too.
all-time candid moment?
Oh yes, I do.
Oh, you do?
I
So
don't.
that was last weekend, but like in general, like all-time candid moment, straight candid moment.
Can you think of
So
one?
I
Or
can't
no?
remember. I don't know who it was, but
Mhm.
I remember there was a time where you guys put on
It
your
was me.
story. That was you.
Mhm.
Okay. So then So there was a time when you were like, it was when all the pooping in pants stories were kind of like circulating, and
Which is every
I
episode.
hate this.
Sophie was like, what's one time where like you pooped your pants? It was like a really funny story, and I responded and I said, I pooped my pants in the middle of making out with a girl.
Oh, I remember reading
And
that.
I go, don't tell me. I want to hear this on the podcast.
I remember reading that.
I've literally been saving this story specifically for you guys, and I'm going to tell it on my
Oh my
podcast
God.
to this week too.
Oh my God. Okay, let's go.
Okay, so COVID hits, and I'm kind of getting out of this like situationship thing, and basically I was watching way too many Joe Rogan podcasts. Like, he has a great podcast, but like he's definitely like, he just says things and does like I love Joe Rogan, but like don't listen to everything he says. So during COVID, he was like really big about the carnivore diet, which is literally where you just eat meat.
Yes,
That's
I
insane.
actually listened to that episode, and I'm
Yep.
like, he's insane. This is not okay.
So
Because
he-
you'd be so constipated.
No, it's the opposite.
No,
It is.
you'd get so constipated.
So
no?
he talks about this thing as like preaching it. I'm like, fuck it. I'm in COVID. I'm in quarantine. I'm bored as hell. Let's do this carnivore diet because I need to spice up. And I'm going through like a situationship breakup, and I'm like, I need to spice up my life and make myself feel better. So like, I was like, I'm going to do this carnivore diet. Well, like
that would not make you feel better. I'll tell you that right now.
A couple of podcasts later, he talks about in the first week that you're doing it, you get mad diarrhea.
Oh, good to know. Good to know.
So I'm doing this carnivore diet and all of a sudden I'm just like really, really, really bad diarrhea. Like
ill.
Like ill. Yeah. And I was worried because my grandpa had Crohn's. And so I like for the longest, like for a while, I was like, okay. So it gets passed down. It passes down, like it skips a generation.
I did not know that. It's genetic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's in. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Totally. So I call my mom. I'm freaking out. I'm like, Mom, like
I have Crohn's.
My stomach's been hurting so bad. Like I need to go see the doctor. I think I might have Crohn's. Like this is, and Crohn's is like a really hard disease to deal with.
Serious. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, but then I listened to his podcast and he was like, oh yeah, like first week you're going to be shitting yourself. And I was like, oh, thank God. Like,
okay. You're like, I'm alive. I'm living.
Yeah.
So did you go eat some bread or did you continue?
No, I think this might've been after like the incident. So this girl in the situationship, we go on like one last date. It was very toxic.
Sad.
I don't want to get into it, but it was, yeah. And so we go on this last date and I remember like going to the bathroom beforehand, like I got to get it all out now. Like gotta be good about this. And then,
been there.
we go on the date. I'm perfectly fine. I'm like, wow, I'm doing amazing. Like, this is great. Like maybe I'm over that hump because it's just the first week. Right. Well, then we go to her place and we're like, we didn't like hook up or anything that night. It was just like a kind of like a send off date thing. And I'm like sitting in the living room with her roommates, like chatting it up. All of a sudden my stomach is just like not feeling it, bro. Like I was not about to, her apartment was like 3-bedroom, 1 bathroom. And so I was like, I am not about to go. And it's by the living room, so you can hear everything.
Oh my God, and it would have echoed in there. It would have been
that would have not come out quietly.
Because you there's literally a TikTok of this where it's like burr, and you're like, everyone hears it in the hallways, and everyone's like, what was that? Like, like a little toot noise. I'm crying. Okay,
it would not have been quiet. I will tell you that right now.
Oh God, I'm scared.
And so I'm like, I got to get the fuck out of here. so I tell her, I was like, yeah, I should probably go. And so we walk out.
Yeah, I should really go.
And I'm like about to explode,
I'm sure
bro.
you're sweating too.
I don't remember.
When you get ill and your stomach gets all raunchy, I start like profusely sweating. I'm like, oh my God, I feel ill.
I think I was.
I get paranoid.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm like, I gotta go. She walks me out and then she's like, wait. And like, it's a situationship thing where it's like toxic. So like, you guys probably are like, we might not see each other again. We might not go on another date, whatever. And so she starts like kissing me and making out with me. Like,
oh God.
I was like, I want to do this, but I need to go. And then like, just all of a sudden, like just one little like, oh, this might be a fart.
This is so relatable.
Mid make out, just
shit your pants.
Shit my pants.
What'd you do?
Did she know?
No. So I felt that happen and I was like, yo, we got to get out while we still ahead. Like,
you're like, it was so nice to see you.
So great to see you.
Did you walk backwards?
Did you couldn't see it yet?
I think I was wearing black pants.
Okay.
So good. I think I was like,
thank God.
Did you sit in your car with it?
Yeah.
Well, he had to. Where was he going to go?
I had to, bro.
Go wipe with a leaf?
It wasn't done. So like driving home, still shitting my pants.
No.
Like I said, bro, uncontrollable.
Oh my God.
So we do not like the carnivore diet.
No.
So we're not just eating
the carnivore
meat ever
diet
again.
ended there. Let me just tell you that right now.
Oh my God, Ben.
So
Jesus.
Yeah, long story short, I got back to my apartment. I tried to go and like use one of the like main bathrooms of the apartment because I was like, I just need to clean up.
Yeah.
I think we lived on like I don't even remember, but it was like the 4th floor. So I would have had to like get in an elevator, go up the elevator. So I tried to go in the main, like whatever, locked. I'm like, so just like, it's like a shit walk of shame where you're just walking down the hall, like trying to make sure nothing like slips out.
Oh my God. What a mess.
I just literally walked in my apartment.
What a sad story, because you know what? You, after you rinse yourself off and have a sad moment in the shower, like looking out the window in the rain, you're like, I'm really just a mess. I just know the like despair you felt.
Honestly,
despair, it's just like,
for me, like I'm just so, you guys know me, like I think the best way to get over embarrassment is to laugh at it.
Yeah.
Because it is funny.
You made a TikTok on it, no?
Yeah, I did. I made multiple because it does well.
Can you send it to us? We can repost it since you shared the story.
100%.
Okay, love it.
You can post the when you nut and she keeps hugging. Like that'll go viral.
Oh yeah.
Or I have a chance at it at least.
He knows.
Oh yeah. If you guys ever need virality tips, hit me.
He knows.
I know he's good.
Such a good song. What was I saying? Oh, I walked in. I went in the shower. My roommate was like, "What's up, man?" I was like, "I will be right back." And then I got out of the shower and I was like, "Bro, just
Something
shit
happened.
my pants while making out with a girl." And he was like,
He died.
"What?"
Yeah, literally my reaction when you told us, I'm like, huh?
I don't think that's ever happened to me. Definitely not
What?
shitting my pants while making out with someone.
Well, no, I have control.
I really hope
It happens. Okay, I don't have full control, but I have control when it needs to be spicy. You know what I mean?
Oh, I mean,
Unless you're sick, which you were.
Yeah, I mean, I was literally like, I literally could not control it. Like, it's not like I was like, oh, I should shit my pants right now. Like,
No, definitely not. Anywho, we love a pooping story. No, you go, sorry. No, I'm just, I want to get, no. You got to the point, which I'm like, people are literally, I didn't even know, I thought the story was done. I was like, what? No, oh wait, I'm mixing the two now. You had a Stray Candid full-time story. This is your all-time one.
Yes, this is my all-time.
You had the one before. Mm-hmm. I love that you saved that for us too. I feel freaking special.
Of course, I got you guys. This is the Poop and Pants podcast.
I got you. Okay, wait. Bringing it back to advice and things like from a guy's perspective too. We, both of us, you at your work, asked women for their perspective and questions that they wanted answers from a guy's perspective. Literally, like what? The people at the front desk, or whose questions were these?
It was funny. One of my classes got delayed or something, and so we all had some extra time at the front desk, and I was like, ladies, what do you want to know from a male perspective? So I have a few written down. We had a few people write in and wanted questions answered as well. So I think we should just get at it. We probably have about 10. So we can just, if you have answers, obviously share them. Jackson, if you want to pop in, you let us know, okay?
Ready to rumble?
Want to start?
Yeah, sure. Start. Do you guys also get the ick, or is it just a girl thing?
And you know what the ick is, right?
Yes.
Okay.
First off, I wanna preface this by saying I have 3 sisters, so I definitely lean on more of like the simp side than like the douchey boy side.
Okay, that's a good thing, right?
Yes.
Yes and no. Like in the past, it's been very like I think there's a good happy middle where like the douche also tends to be more confident, which is good, but the simp ends up like.
But you're confident, and you just called yourself a simp, so you're confident and you're a simp.
Yes, like that's what I'm saying is like I. Here's the thing.
I shouldn't call you a simp, but you called yourself a simp.
I mean, here's the thing. You should simp for girls that deserve to be simped for.
Aww.
But I usually don't. Like the past 3 girls I dated. Nah, bro. Nah.
What does that mean?
Like I let them treat me a certain way that I shouldn't have.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So you were allowing the poor behavior of like getting the backlash or the sass or the whatever it is.
I don't want to talk about it on this podcast because we would need a like full 2 hours for it. But like I'll tell you guys sometime in person, like I've had like just probably some of the worst experiences that like I always kind of had this idea like, oh, I just have to like put up with it and like treat them right and it will,
go
work.
away.
But in reality, I should have been like, I don't deserve to be treated like this and I gotta dip out of there. So
I love hearing that from a guy too.
That's amazing.
It's a reminder too to just be like, there are girls out there that are sassier than motherfucking hell. And I'm probably one of them, I'm not gonna lie. But I know who to sass and who not to sass and when to like be kind.
And when to sass and when not to sass.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so do you get the ick or is that just a girl thing?
I feel like the girls ick is different. Like guys ick, like I said, guy dynamic is they just want to bang you sometimes. And so like when that's the case, you can kind of put, oh yes, that's true.
But usually get the ick after a relationship.
My theory is if you really want to date someone, you'll never get the ick. Like the ick to me seems like something that like, if you're trying to already convince yourself like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be with this guy. The ick is like, oh, this is my cop out. He chased after a ping pong ball when we were playing beer pong. Like,
I see what you're saying. You find any reason to make it the ick.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, like for me, icks are like if a girl, if a girl gets like too, this is kind of going back to the Tinder. If the girl gets too like political, like whatever, that's like not necessarily an ick, but it's just unattractive to me. Like,
okay. Yeah. I was gonna say an ick, like I think for girls can be so small, but it can be like the deal breaker.
And
like
start obsessing.
All of a sudden, the way that he holds his goddamn red Solo cup pisses you off and you want to break up with him. That's
It
what
happens.
like a girl's ick is.
Once again, I didn't obviously true. Like I don't want to speak for girls. I don't want to speak for girls, but I feel like icks are sometimes like just that way out that they're looking for.
A cop out.
And that's more like, maybe they're unsure. Yep.
Interesting.
There's a deeper
I
issue.
think you should take this voice talk.
No, I would agree with that. The deeper issue when it could start small is literally like the way they talk and their lips move to how would they eat. Like literally, I don't know if it's a deeper issue or what, but totally a thing for guys in general or me. Like absolutely. And start small and then turns to big.
Interesting. Okay, so guys do get the ick.
Love it. Next question. Can you tell if a girl fakes an orgasm?
No.
I knew it because
I love this honest answer.
I'm not gonna lie, I've had to tell guy friends, I'm like, nope, I'm sorry. She told you she didn't after the fact. She didn't. No, they acted like they did. I'm like, yes. I promise you, she didn't. Coming from experience, okay? She did not.
From experience.
Like literally, I'm like, and it gets so frustrating because people are like, no, I know what I'm doing. I'm like,
no, because
you've been lied to. You've been lied to. I'm
every
sorry.
girl is different too.
Yeah,
like the way that it happens, the way that you have to get them there, like it's totally different.
I love
Dr. Sarah would be very proud that you said that.
I love that you know that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see. If a girl has cheated in her past relationship, and would you steer clear, or is it like a red flag, or is it a deal breaker? So deal breaker would mean steer clear. Red flag is just like, I should watch out for that, but like,
well, I think the case is like, I want to like, I don't think she'd ever. Okay, so I want to preface this with, I've actually like I've cheated on someone before.
Mm-hmm.
It was like we were supposed to be mutually exclusive. Slowly was like, this isn't it, and then ended up like hooking up with like an ex toxic ex. Yeah. And but I like right after that happened, I was like, I gotta end this. Like, I didn't tell her, which in my opinion is probably like the best thing.
Just ended it, you mean?
Yeah, I just ended. And it was one of those things too, like now looking back, like I wasn't really interested in her. I was like trying to get over like my previous ex and was like, this is the first person who's showing me attention. So in that way too, I think it's for me, it's like maybe like how much time has passed. And like also like I've done it as well. So I have to be like I can't be like, oh, you cheat on someone? Like what the fuck? Like I have to be very like open and like willing to be,
Can I ask you a question before Jackson answers this?
Yes, totally.
Why did you cheat then? And why didn't you just break up with them? Because I think that's what every girl is going to hear in their earphones and be like, well, why didn't you just break up with the girl instead of cheating on her? You know what I mean?
I'm going to try to tell this really quickly. So just slowly, like I was just like figuring out it's not going to work. But I was trying to force it because I was like, I want to like move on. I want to be happy like with somebody else. And it was honestly just like, she was supposed to go out with, at Iowa State, there's this event called 801 Day.
Oh yeah.
And so 801 Day, you drink, you would know, you guys would probably know because you're close by. You drink all day. I was supposed to go out with her and I kind of just was like, I can't handle her right now. Like this is just not going to happen. And so I kind of just like ghosted her and went out. And then while I was out, I like ran into my ex who wasn't even supposed to be in the state.
But it was the one that you were trying to get over?
Yes.
Oh,
and
so this
then,
is messy.
Yeah, messy, alcohol, all that. It just, yeah. And it was like, I still like, I'm a shitty person for it. And I will be the first one to like admit that. And that like, that's why. And then like literally like right after that, I was like, I gotta end this. Like, this is not fair for her. Like what I did was not okay. And granted, like I'll always try to like convince myself, you weren't dating, you were mutually exclusive, but that's pretty much dating. So,
and you knew going into that day you were gonna break up with her, so you were like, okay, that's hard,
yeah.
And you're like, I don't want to do it right now. I want to have a good day, so I'll talk to her later. Oof.
Kinda, yeah. It was. I mean, like I said, like very immature. Like not. I will own up to it for the rest of my life. Like not okay.
Jackson, what are your thoughts?
Okay, I want to go back to the fake orgasm.
Okay, I love this.
Because no, we can't fucking tell.
Okay, thank you.
Off the bat, but also like, don't fake it.
Yes,
don't do it.
dude.
Like, what's the point? Are you doing it for the guy's pleasure? Because like, I'm always skeptical. One, and then two, it's like, help me help you. Like, what are you getting from faking it? I'm not getting from anything. So like, tell me what you want to either try to get to that point. Otherwise, just like, don't even.
I always ask girls how they masturbate.
Yes.
Because it's like, what do you do? Like, I'll try some of my things that I build like an arsenal as a guy, and you try it and see what works. But like at the end of the day, you just got to be like, yo, what works for you when you're by yourself? And then like, if it's a toy, it's a toy.
Yep. you have to ask questions if they're not being verbal about it. But also, I'll tell you why girls fake orgasms. Like, I mean, sitting in this room, like we can both say we've probably done it. I don't do it anymore for sure, because now it's like I'm a little more mature now, and I know what I want, and like I know how to verbalize it and communicate. And if they ain't gonna do it for me, I'll do it myself. Because but it's true, because a lot of times like it is very difficult for females to orgasm in bed. And I think that they fake it before, because sometimes it's like if a guy is attempting to have you hit your climax from then doing oral sex, a lot of times it's just like, okay, like I feel bad. He's been down there for a little bit. Like I just want to move on. Like it's not going to happen, but he's trying so hard. So let's just, and I'm like, okay, I'll just, okay, nice job. Like, and move on. That's why they do it. But I will say that, yes, you're right. We shouldn't anymore.
And also just bad habits built from seeing porn and like old relationships and what we've learned. We learn things, from women too. And like, we didn't know that you weren't supposed to do that. We thought you were supposed to. We didn't, like, if you've never had an orgasm too, for some people, that's a reality. How would you know what to do?
And from the guy's perspective, like for me, it's a turn on when you're direct. No, I like this. Do this. Because that helps me. And like, I want you to have the best time possible. Whether that's bring toys, like be direct me, like, help me out down here, whatever it is, like trying to get the best. Yeah.
Wait, Jackson, if a girl has cheated in her past relationship, would you steer clear? Would that be a red flag?
I mean, it depends what I'm looking for. Like obviously a red flag, but like if like the vibes are there and like connecting, then see where it goes. But also like it's be aware, and like if you end up like going further and then they end up cheating or like playing games in the past, it's like, all right, that's shame on me because I knew that and everything. But definitely a red flag, but I would not say deal breaker, because it happens.
Yep.
Can I add? I think I'm way more because I actually did date a girl who did cheat, and I was okay with it because she was very upfront about it. She was like, "Yeah, this happened, and I want you to know." And I was like, "Okay, like this also happened to me, and like I wanted to tell you, but I was scared, honestly. But like, honestly, I'm a pussy. But like you know what I'm saying? Like I should have just told you that. And now too, like anytime I'm going into something serious, I'm like, I'm going to present this, and like you have to make your decision off of it, because like
smart.
That's important. Like you can't just be like, oh, 6 months in.
By the way,
like, I cheated on my last girl. That's why we ended. I'd be like, what did you just say?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's so, blindsiding, especially if you've been cheated on before.
Yes.
That's like such a trust soft spot. Like I could not handle. What was the next question? Do you want to read the next one?
Yes. Where are we? Okay.
Oh no, sorry. Right here.
Oh yeah. So do you care what a girl's body count is?
No.
And do you ever ask a girl what her body count is?
Not really, unless she asks me.
Then it's like an equal question. Jackson's saying me too.
Yep. Okay.
What about if somebody's like on the other side, like a virgin, or like, like very, like new to sex, or like, I mean, I wouldn't try to hook up with them, but like if it was like a relationship.
That was the question. So you wouldn't hook up with a virgin?
I
feel why like not? And why not?
That would be so awkward. Like, like
I think it'd be fun.
Maybe for a girl. Like, okay, here's the thing. Like for guys, like it's always fun. But for girls, like sometimes, like it just needs, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it was a relationship, yes, 100%. I'd like wait till they're ready. Like, if I really cared about them. But if it's like a hookup, I might just be like, that's not what I'm looking to do.
Yeah.
But I also know some guys don't share the same sentiment. Like, especially with the body count. Like, I'm really close with my sister Claire. And she's like, these dudes are just like, oh, your body count's blah, 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 blah. Like, da, da, da. And she's like, yours is like triple mine. Like, what do you...
They ask her what her body count is?
Yeah, bro.
See,
I've never...
No. So first of all, if a guy asks what your body count is, you say, none of your business, number one. And then fucking lie. Say 5 people.
Nobody's business other than your own, in my opinion. Nobody's fucking business.
If he cares, he's just insecure.
Yeah,
like,
he's a creep.
Because it's like, oh, like, am I the best one you ever had? Like... Go fuck yourself. Like it's so dumb.
Literally.
It's so dumb.
No, that's a good point though. Jackson, what were you gonna say?
And one, that's why I never ask unless someone asks me, what's yours? Like if you want, like it doesn't really matter. And then also going back to the virgin, like if someone were to tell me they were a virgin, I'd be like, okay, what are your intentions now and stuff, and like scary, but like, or it depends on the reasoning. But like if they didn't tell, and it's a different story.
Yeah,
it'd be so hard. And like I didn't lose mine till probably later than most and everything. And when I lost it, like I didn't tell. I wouldn't.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm not gonna be like, hey, I'm a virgin, because it, like, from experience, like, it kind of pushed people away. So
Totally.
They kind of play the field. Yeah.
On the other side.
How old were you? Can I ask?
Yeah, 21.
Wow.
Late for sure.
No, it's not late. It's not late. That's normal for a lot of people.
Everyone has their normal, and like, I kind of went through the phase, where it's like saving for marriage and stuff, and then, I had reasons or whatever, but then kind of
Totally.
Yeah.
That's not late. If anybody's listening and they're a virgin at 21, you're not late at all. You're literally a purest, kindest human being, and save it for when you feel it's right. It's only on you.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Another question. Do you notice if I shave my butthole or not?
The reason why we're asking this is
an
because
old question,
we asked it a long time ago, and we don't think we got an honest answer.
It was like, they're like, huh?
To be honest, no. I'm like, no, bro. What? Really?
Jackson
made a
disagrees.
face.
Bro, I'm not like staring at the butthole. Like, I don't.
Yeah, no,
What
not
about
really.
when you were eating her booty?
Like, she did have a shaved butthole, but like I did notice, but like only because like I was down there. Like normally if we're just having sex, like I don't notice. Like nor do I care. I honestly am like, you don't have to shave. Like it's not the end of the world.
No.
I laughed so hard when I asked the ladies this question at my work, because everyone then started to show exactly how they shaved in the shower. And
how they stand shaving.
How everyone's like throwing their right foot up on the desk,
Yes.
and then they're going under. One girl's spreading it. It was just too funny.
That is funny. I never think about, how does
everyone
else
does it a little different. Like one girl was squatted all the way down, and I was like, oh wow, that's
Careful.
interesting. One girl
Jeez.
like used both her hands. Like it was just crazy.
Oh my
just
God.
so funny. Just
That is funny.
we work hard to shave a booty hole.
Well, it's not
It's
like
not
you guys
fun.
get a tutorial.
No, it's
No,
not fun
you
at
just
all. It's
figure
not
it
fun to
out.
do. Wait, Jackson was
Slip.
saying he notices. Okay, hit us.
Well, obviously, like if you're going like docky or you're like going down eating, like you're gonna notice, but like it's not that big of a deal. So like it just depends on like how confident you are or whatever. But like, yeah, like you definitely notice whether or not. So I'm not gonna lie and say that.
Yeah.
But I would say it also doesn't matter. Don't be too insecure where it's like 100%.
Okay. I love that. I love the honesty. What is the scariest part about trying to date a woman?
Someone asked this.
Scariest part about trying to date a woman.
Or dating a woman or whatever.
I know it's
It's
kind
a
of
really
weird,
good question.
I know
That's
it is.
really hard to think
like what's intimidating to you, I guess.
of.
Or maybe your biggest worry going in or whatever it is.
Not necessarily biggest worry, but I always, not that I'm stressed about it, but I'm always like really, I always really try to impress their friends because
that's a good point.
like it actually in the last like situationship I was in, one of her friends really not that she didn't like me, but she had a couple problems with me. And I was like, fuck, I've tried so hard. Like,
Why do you think that was?
I low key, like, I don't want to get into it too much. I think so. My sisters kind of were always, okay, my sisters were the ones that were like, when you date a girl, if you date, like you're dating her and her friends kind of. Like,
yeah.
Mhm.
you got, so with like one of the girls I was dating, I would get her flowers a lot. And when I got her flowers, I also got her roommate's flowers. It wasn't like just theirs.
Marry me.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, dude, it's like they loved it. Like these set of roommates loved it. They would just put it in their kitchen. They put it in a little wine bottle, and they.
Ben, that's so cute.
That's like a really kind
Good
gesture.
tip.
Thank you. I
Do it.
it's. I thought it was cute. My sisters were like, "That's like one of the best." They gave me that tip. They're like, "Just like go and get them flowers. They will appreciate it forever." And then if there's ever like a point where she's like, I don't know about this guy, the friends are gonna back you up. And I was like, that makes sense. Like the friends have a say in it, no matter what. Like, and so I got flowers. The first time I got this girl flowers, I also got her roommates flowers. One of her roommates pumped, like absolutely loved it. The other one has a boyfriend, and I think she kind of had this like, they're gonna like him more than they're gonna like, my boyfriend.
Okay.
Which is like, it's not a competition. And the guy was such a sweetheart, like super nice dude. And like, obviously I just have a leg up because I have 3 sisters, but
I know you're in the know.
Oh yeah, bro. Like they tell me everything. And like, me and my sister are very open and honest about everything. So they like, they're like the homies. And so,
I love
she had a problem with me and I was like mad upset about it. And that like stressed me out. I was like, cause usually I'm pretty, whatever.
That's a really good point to bring up is the friends, because you're so right.
Oh dude, if you're a dude, like normally it's a life hack. They'll love you.
I think we need to note that one down for sure.
Oh, another one. Wine night with them, like get invited to a wine night and like listen to their problems and give feedback. Oh my God, bro. It's like one of the girls.
I love that you have sisters and you know all this stuff. Yes. Like you're like just like in the know, but like genuinely, right? You're doing it out of genuineness, like not just because you're like, oh, I know this is gonna win.
No, I mean, like obviously, like it makes me really happy. Obviously, I make funny videos on the internet. Like I love making people laugh and like smile, and like I get DMs that are like, your videos like make my day. That is like the peak of my life is just being able to make people happy. So like, fuck it, bro. If I just have to spend $10 extra to get her roommates some flowers and like, no, like, you know, obviously like I'm thinking like, oh, this is going to help me in the long run too.
Yeah.
Why the fuck not? Like, sure.
Enjoy yourself. Yeah. Hell yeah. Proud of you.
Next question. How would you like to be hit on at a bar? Like if a girl wants to hit on a dude, what's the best tip you could give her? Jackson, thinking this one too.
I think it's easier to like, no, not easier to approach. That's not the way I want to put it. It's like when you approach a girl, I feel like you have to come up with something a little bit like quippier and like more like, oh, you can't just walk and be like, hey, I'm Ben. Like, no, yeah, it's like, I don't know. I mean, if I'm at a bar, I really like it when people compliment my style.
Yeah.
Personally. Also though, most guys don't really have style sometimes, but they can just get by because they're like cute boys. So, I'd say compliment is never like a bad way to go. I would say like if someone came up to me and was like raunchy with me right off the bat, I'd probably be like, yo, like
what's going on? Yeah.
So raunchy on the app. Okay. Because it's like,
there's like a barrier.
Yeah. There's a barrier.
But the confidence too, just going up and like being like, I belong here. I'm supposed to be talking to you right now. You know, that carries an air that's like, oh my God, this person like, they came to me, they think I'm attractive and they made the first move. Nut. Just amazing.
I would agree. Compliment. If someone compliments my style, I know they're lying right off the bat because I have no style. But
I got you, bro.
Anything else, if it's like, you know, like hair or literally anything, if you come up and start talking first move and you make it known that you're interested, I'm like, oh, okay. Like, you know, it's kind of a shock, but also like you kind of vibe with it and go with it. And,
confidence is key. I'm telling you. But this is funny because the girls are the same way. If you came up and you're appropriate, maybe you compliment like, hey, like you radiate confidence or something like, you know, not all the time. Don't go to a girl and like, obviously it's easy to say like a compliment, like you're beautiful, your hair, but it does sound like you're intentionally hitting on me. What do you want? Basically for like on the flip side for a girl, like asking them about like, something that's going on around them or like, were you out all day too? If it was like casino, like Sanathons and shit are going on right now, like you're out, like just make conversation like you're like a friendly human being that's not being pushy. So like the other side for a woman, that's like the flip.
Okay. That helps too. Cause for like a guy, like I feel like the constant battle is like you want to go up and talk to a girl, but you also want to be like that creep at a bar, you know? So like,
you got your like Bud Light in hand. You're like, you look so hot tonight. It's that's like literally, I'm like, go away, go sit down, like seriously go, because it's just like you just invited yourself in my bubble and you're annoying. I'm sorry, you are like, it just comes off annoying and like inappropriate in a way for some reason.
It's just like a dating app. Like if a guy's raunchy, it's like, or if they swipe right, they want to fuck, but if a girl does it, they actually generally might want to get to know you. Same thing when it comes to a bar. Like if a guy comes up to you, automatically you're like, okay, he wants to have sex with me tonight. So that's why you literally need to come in as a dude, very chill, make conversation about your surroundings. I agree.
And once again, like it really just depends on like I'm sure it's different for me than it is for Jackson, right? Because like I paint my fingernails. Like girls don't look at me and they're like, that guy scares me. Like, or could be a serial killer. Like people look at me and they're like, oh, he's short and like he's pretty girly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so for me, I feel like I definitely like bring down barriers a little bit on that, but yeah, like read the room, obviously, but also girls also, I feel like instead of being like you're so hot, compliment something they're wearing, because there's always like one piece of their outfit that you're like, this was what they were like, this makes the outfit. So for like, I feel like for you, Soph, it's like your sweater right now, and then probably the fuzzy jacket,
my fuzzy jacket right now.
Yeah.
Okay, but also from a dude's perspective, like let's say like there's a girl you really want to talk to at the bar and they're with their friends vibing, like all girlfriends, like do you like not want to interrupt? Like from a guy's perspective, I'd like never go in because like it's with a group of girls, like that's so much stress, you know, like, and I don't want to like send off the wrong vibe. So like what would be something where like you go up and say and be like, ooh, like that's good. Whereas like like for me, it's a constant battle. Like I want to respect their boundaries, let them have fun, but it's also like, damn, like I want to go talk to them. Like what would be good to say?
I feel like it's a mindset thing with girls. So like if I'm out intentionally going out with my girlfriends and I'm with all my girlfriends, like if a guy just like came in and like was like, hey, how you guys doing? I'd just be like, what is going on? You know what I mean? Like we're intentionally already in this mindset to just be with our girls. So I would wait until it like fizzles or like they head to the dance floor and be like just do something funny even. Like funny is attractive, like confidence. Like if you do something goofy and you're like, you bring your moves tonight on the dance floor and just like kind of like drift away for a second. That's like, you're like, what? That just caught my attention. What the hell was that? You know what I mean? Like, it's just funny. You're confident, clearly. Like, you have comedy.
I love that you said that because it's definitely more, especially with their friends. And even a girl, if she's just like hanging at the bar, like it's more of a long game, I think, when it comes to hitting on girls at the bar versus a guy. Because what I would do is for sure, like, get into her view a few times, make eye contact a little too long, like let her know that you're like looking at her.
Smiling across the bar always works. Like the loop is a loop, like go on the other side. You know what I mean? It's just like,
unless your
attention is there. What?
I was just going to be funny. This is a joke. Unless you're ugly.
You know, that actually kind of plays into it though, is like guys who are attractive can get away with a lot. Not get away. That's a bad way to put it.
No, you're right. They can.
Like, you know, if a really attractive guy says something a little bit more raunchy, usually girls are a little bit more like, I can't go up to a girl and be like, all right, yo, like
that ass is tight.
You shit with that ass? Like, like no.
Oh my God. Can you imagine?
Yes, I agree. So definitely play it safe and probably go on the more funny vibe. Wait till she breaks away from the friends for sure. Do we have a few more from the
we
Instagram?
have some things that we need to either bust or confirm.
Wait, I have one more.
Those.
I have one more before the phrases.
Because I have these questions from listeners, but these are separate.
Okay. Do you care if a girl has a dingle dangle?
What is that?
Wait, can you like?
What's a dingle dangle?
Like a dick? Like, are you asking about trans people? Or,
what's that? What are you asking right now?
An outie.
Oh no!
Oh my God! Call it an outie.
Bro.
An innie or an outie? Oh,
I like the dingle dangle.
Oh, I was like dingle dangle. I'm like
Because
dingleberry?
I will say, like, I've had all my college girlfriends, like, we've talked about this so many times, and like, there's a lot of self-conscious stuff that comes around vagina anatomy, which is why we wanted to have Sarah, the OBGYN, come on talk about, which is why I think it's important to ask a legit dude about an outie versus an innie.
I know, like they're all like, I don't know if pretty is the way to put it, but they're like kind of cute. Like, I don't know, like have you ever seen like a girl standing naked? Just as like, oh, like it just looks so cute. Yeah.
Okay. Wait, this is nice.
You admire. I appreciate that.
And you like that they're all different.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that. I love that. Jackson, please.
I mean, I feel like every vagina is different too, or whatever it is, you know? So like own it. And guys, when a girl is naked in front of you, like, one, we're not going to care, but no, just own it. I'm still not getting over when you're like a dick.
I know. I'm like, what are you talking about? I didn't know. I didn't know what you're talking about. Okay. These are phrases to either bust or confirm. These are things that we girls are like, is this true or is it not true? Okay. If he wanted to be with me, he would.
Yeah, totally.
Almost if he wanted to, he would. It's like a TikTok saying.
If he wanted to like text me, he would. If he wanted to make an effort, he would. That's the question.
Well, yes and no, because it goes both ways. Like, I think it's more expected for guys to like text first and for guys to like do the chase. And I think I've been trying to keep it more like, I would say if you keep the communication like really solid, on what you want and how you like text or how you whatever, then yes. Like I'm kind of like just talking to somebody I met on social media right now that like we both are like, sometimes I might text you, sometimes you might not text me, but like there's always like, we're always down to like talk and chat. And as long as that's open, then it's like, yeah, I'll text her when I want to. She'll text me when she wants to. And like, that's how it is. But I do think like in situations where like there's somebody I was kind of talking to and like, I'm not responding as much, it's probably because I'm not like that interested anymore in that way. Yeah. If I wanted to, I would text you back probably a little bit more frequently.
That kind of relates to the next phrase is like, if you're confused, he probably doesn't like you.
If he's confused or if she's confused, you should just dip out right there. Like,
or if you feel confused, like, does he like me or does he not like me?
Yes. Oh, totally. You should dip out. Like, and two, that like you want what you can't have. Like if you do that, and if also, I think it's just not only are you like kind of putting the ball in their court, but also you're respecting yourself. Like if you're like, you're not into this, I'm out. Like you can come find me if you want. Yeah, they might not come back, but you also don't deserve that. So you kind of got to like, it's almost a mix of like, you got to respect yourself.
Love that.
Yeah, that's a good answer. I appreciate that. Because basically girls are wondering, and guys are wondering this too, but obviously from the male perspective is like, if he wanted to date me, if he wanted to make an effort, would he be doing that? Or am I like, should I be playing all these head games? Like, he's probably busy. Like, he's probably doing this. Like, oh, he probably, you know, I mean, like we make excuses for the behavior when in reality, they would make an effort if they wanted to make an effort. And
in that case too, like the guys were like, you know, I don't like talking to girls like during the day while I'm working, because it's like, I got to grind. Like I got my shit to do. And if that's the case, you just communicate that. And then like, as long as it follows that and it's like healthy, then yeah.
I love that. Boundaries.
Yes.
But some people don't have that communication skill.
Totally.
And
it's
then
hard.
they're left, you know, they're leaving somebody hanging and they don't even realize that, you know, or they're actually not that interested, which is more likely.
It's like when you text somebody every day, like every minute, every hour, that doesn't last forever, ever. Like you're going to get in a marriage and they're not going to be able to text you, and you're going to feel really like, it's almost like an insecure thing. You kind of have to just get over. And the only way to get over it is like set that boundary of like, we text, you know, from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. and then from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. we don't talk. And then 5 p.m. to whatever we talk. And you know,
I like that.
That's how it is.
That's how it is. It should be. I feel like, yeah, I like that. You're good at these. You're good at answering
good
these.
Answer.
You can tell you have a sister too.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
No, seriously, you can.
Guys that grew up with girls or any sort of sisters or females that were very honest with them, I think they definitely have an insight that I wish every single guy had.
Me too. I have a few fire off questions. These are direct from listeners too, and we're just going to try to answer them a little bit quicker. Okay.
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
Sorry.
Do you respect? No, not. It's not a bad thing. These were supposed to be longer ones.
Oh, okay.
These
cool.
are more like fire off because they were quicker written in.
Totally.
Do you respect women who don't play games and are direct, or is that a turnoff?
No, I love it. I also don't think I share the same sentiment as most guys, and I'd love to hear Jackson's opinion, but I love it when people are just like, boom, this is what I want. Like, all right, cool.
Jackson says same thing.
Same.
He likes
turn on.
Oh, it's a turn on when they don't play games. Yes.
When they're direct.
Okay. Why do you sometimes bail on the second date? What do you think that means?
To me, that's like you plan the second date and it's supposed to happen, and then they are like, just kidding, LOL, and then dip and don't like ghost you or something. Yeah. That's what I think it is.
Disinterest, right? Is what you're saying.
No, but if a girl's like, why doesn't he ever ask me on a second date?
Then he's probably not interested.
Yeah, no, I know, no,
it's true.
But I feel like I'm betraying my boys.
No, you just have to. We're wondering because we can't pick your brain. We don't know. You know what I mean? And we can make all these things. We're thinkers. We can make all these reasons why they did this or that, but we're genuinely asking why. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Why do they always come crawling back months later, even with a new girlfriend? Like, what do you think that means?
Wait, can you say that one more time?
Why do guys? I know. I kind of reread it, and I was like, I think they thought this was a different one.
Yeah, next question.
Basically, this person's asking, why do people come crawling back? Guys, you know, the saying goes like women feel more emotional right away after the breakup, and then men come crawling back later because they've processed it later. That's what she's commenting on. I think it's a generalized comment. It might not be true. So
I think it's hard seeing somebody like doing well who like,
then you want to see if they will mess it up.
And boys always repress their emotions. Like I do it all the time, and I'm very in touch with my emotions. Like, I don't need to feel anything. And then like 3 months later, you're like, oh, like why did she want me? You know, like it's bad, but that's probably why.
I think I've read the ones that I wanted to read from there.
Okay.
Yep.
Would you take the phrase, it takes me a while to sort my feelings out, as a cop out for him? Like, are you saying that as a cop out?
It would depend on the situation. Like yes and no, because if he's like, I don't know, like I feel like those types of things tie into like mental health. Like how is their mental health? If you don't have yourself figured out, how can you figure out your feelings for another person? Like if you don't even know how you feel about yourself. And to me, that's just more of like they're just like, even if they might have something that's like, I'm really into this girl, but like I can't, give my heart and trust another girl right now. And that's just like, no, that sounds like you, bro. That's all on you. Like you gotta figure that out.
It also depends on the type of guy, because like I'm the type where it'll open up like relatively quick, but like I have friends or like friends of friends who are like literally clam. You have to pry them open, and it'll take months to open up to. So it depends kind of what type of guy you're looking for. But yeah, like I'm the type where I'd like open up like super quick.
Yeah.
Just depends.
It just depends, right? I like that. I mean, it's true. It depends. This is not all like an exact answer, but we just need a perspective. Okay, double standards in drinking too much. Men tend to hate women who drink too much. Is this true? It was written in?
I mean, it depends on too much, right? Like, obviously there's like going out drinking like on the weekends, but if it's like she's doing it like every single day or like, you know, I don't know. I just don't think that's sustainable. I also think like, you know, alcohol just makes people do things that they normally wouldn't do, I guess. And so I don't know. That's a hard one because the last like relationship I've had was like in college where like everybody's drinking a lot. So I don't know if I've really been able to sort that one out for myself.
Yep.
But I also know I think that would be a little bit of a red flag to me of like, yo, like we're supposed to be like figuring out our lives at the age of 24. You know, like what are we doing here?
I think more so what the person was asking is like, if you're at a bar and like the girl's trying to have a good time, and there's literally how many sloppy men do we see a night when we're out at the bar? A ton. But if a girl is sloppy, like it's disgusting. And guys are like, wow, she's so sloppy. Like, oh my gosh.
I want to get blackout as fuck with the girl that I'm dating. That's like, it's so fun.
But when you're dating, but the thing is like if a girl is not dating you, it's like guys, there's like a double standard there. Like a guy can do it and guys are like, yo, bro, I got so blacked out last night. But if a girl does it and tells like a guy that she's seeing, they're like, oh, red flag. And it's like, you blacked out last night, dude.
See, I don't think I have, like, I'm just very, like, not about the double standard shit because I have sisters.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, this guy, like, fucking.
I think you're a different breed there.
Yeah, I don't know if I can answer for this. Like, every dude, because, I mean, that, once again, I think that's just an insecurity thing.
That's what I was going to say. I think it's an insecurity
Definitely.
thing. Yeah. Jackson's nodding his head. He's like, yeah, that's for sure why. I like you explained it too, though, because it's true.
Yeah.
Insecure.
I laughed really hard. There's one more question.
Oh.
It says, what do you guys really want for Christmas?
Like, what do I get you? Like, presents are hard,
what do
man.
You get?
So I don't know if this is everyone in Jackson. I'd love your opinion on this. I hate it when people
want socks.
Actually, I asked my parents for socks a lot.
Knew it. I could just tell he's a sock dude.
Socks and underwear, bro. Dude, that shit's underrated. Like, I just like, it's that one thing that you're like, do I really need like more? But it's like, you could always use more underwear and socks. Especially fucking dudes who do their laundry like once every 2 weeks. So like.
So true.
Personally, I hate it when people it's very awkward when people buy me something. I absolutely love it when girls make me something. It could be the like shittiest thing in the world, but like if you took even an hour out of your day just to make me this thing, like whether it's a note, it's you know, like this one girl I dated like literally made me a like a jacket. She was an artist. So she drew, I still have it. Like I'm banking on her becoming famous someday and it's worth a lot, but she made me this jacket and it's like, you took the time out of your day to like make this thing that like I can keep forever. And like, it shows how much you cared about me at that time. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm like a little bit of a romantic. Like I'm the same with poems. Like when girls like, I had this one girl who like, I left my wallet at her place and then she gave it back and I was like paying for something. I pull out my debit card and there's this little note written around it. That like, it's just like, oh, like I'm probably missing you right now. And I was like, stop.
Wait, that's cute.
Oh my God.
Cute.
I think I fell in love there. I was like,
Jackson, what are you going to say?
Too. Like sentimental, love it. Like shows they care and you know, they're just into it. But also I know I'm old because I get excited about the thought of new socks and underwear.
Yes, bro.
So guys literally want socks and underwear?
Yes. Like, especially if it's like, you know, like the nicer, I don't know, it doesn't have to be Calvin Klein, but you know.
Have y'all heard of MeUndies? They're so soft.
Never had them.
You can get a matching set too with your boyfriend or whoever you're dating. Like there's little boy boxer shorts for girls to wear to bed, which are so comfortable. Also lets your vagine breathe. Dr. Sarah would highly recommend them. I made that up, but they're also breathable. They're known for that. But you can get a matching pair with your significant other. This is not an ad. I literally love MeUndies and I wear them to bed every night.
I've never had them, but I've seen the ads and I would freaking love a pair. Absolutely.
I got Jordan a pair of MeUndies with a Mixon's head on it last year. That's a cat. One of the cats. I did. I literally was
that
like,
is adorable.
And he opened it up and he's like, what? And I'm like, yeah. You like them?
I low-key think a really great gift would be if like you got some lingerie and then like wrapped it and then he opened it. It's like, that's what I'm wearing for you tonight. I would fucking lose my shit.
Jackson agrees. Okay, that's a good idea.
That's a good
so we can go that route.
Yeah, go ahead.
You never know though. Like you have to like also read the room.
That's patented. My idea.
Just like you open like my own vibrator that I wanted for myself, and I'm like, haha, it's for me.
LOL,
oh my
JK.
God.
Because you couldn't do it.
Yeah. But also, speaking of Christmas gifts, don't get them anything unless you're dating because it will be.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I feel like there's like one more because there was one good one that I saw in here. Okay, are you really not ready for a relationship, or do you just not want with the person? When someone says, "I'm not ready for a relationship,"
me personally, I've never like. I pretty much know within like the first week if I'm like, yeah,
feeling them.
Yeah, I'm feeling them. I'm like, totally, I would date you.
So this could be a cop-out situation.
Yeah. Once again, I think it like really ties into like where is their mental health? What is their past relationships like? Like, do they have trust issues? Do they have commitment issues?
No, but like if a guy says to a girl like, hey, like I really like you, but I'm just not in the right spot for relationship
I'm
right now.
not a relationship guy.
Once again, swinging back around, you gotta have like you gotta like double down on yourself. You do not belong, and this goes for guys too. Like you don't belong because I've been in that situation like 4 times. You don't belong in that situation. You want somebody who wants you just as bad as you want them.
Yes.
So like, even if they do somehow miraculously have feelings for you, that get out, and maybe 3 months later they'll fucking figure it out for themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Love that. Jesus. We're gonna grab that. Are you kidding me? Write that down. Write the time down. Okay, I have something to say for you guys.
Speaking of Christmas gifts.
Speaking of a little Christmas, Merry Chrysler, it's holiday season. And you know what? To get your gift for your stocking stuffer? Well, today's sponsored by Manscaped has the tools to guarantee you win this year's stocking stuffer or white elephant competition. Manscaped is the leader in men's below the waist grooming, and they have served over 4 million men worldwide. If my math is correct, that's almost 8 million balls. Get 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com with code CANDID20.
Inside, you'll find their lawnmower body trimmer, the best trimmer on the market for your balls, butt, and body, and the Weed Whacker, ears and nose hair trimmer.
The dads can't stop talking about this. The teens secretly buy this, and the women will love you for it. Okay. Alrighty. So there we go. These formulas are all vegan, cruelty-free. You guys, the new formulas, dye-free, sulfate-free, and paraben-free. So you know their products are legit. Okay.
Get 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com with the code CANDID20. Be the balliest gift ever this year with Manscaped.
I love that.
Dude.
Boom.
Boom chicka wow wow.
I love your guys' Manscaped reads. I think they're like, actually? I've heard so many of them, and you guys like add pizzazz and like intro, like there's no way that
one was hard because that was new.
If they were like,
I haven't read that one yet.
Yeah, we hadn't read it.
Really?
Yes, no, because it's new because we had like they send a lot. So
gotcha.
That one was new, and we were like, wait a minute, what
and we
does that
randomly pick like 2 bullets to read in the moment.
Yeah, we never plan it.
I mean, if they were smart, like the Weed Whacker thing is genius. Like you guys doing it at the same time planned is like, I was a marketing major. If they were smart, they would rip it and like run it on their socials and stuff. Maybe promote it.
They should. I mean, hit us up.
Hit us up. Good. Thank you for being honest and open and answering questions that we've all been. Honestly, these questions have been in my head since I was like young, like dead serious, like knowing what the man's brain is thinking and knowing like what the other side has to say about situations and like relationships, like sex. It's real. Like, you know, we all do it. And I'm thankful that you were like, you know what? This is situational. This is like insecurities. This is somebody who needs help for themselves instead of taking it the route of like, oh yeah, dude, he's a douche. Yeah. Like whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Thanks for being a good guy.
Thank
you. I appreciate
Seriously, people are going to respect that. Jackson, you too. Like, thanks for being a good guy. We wouldn't have you in the room if you weren't, but seriously, it's good to, when you surround yourself with good people and you're like, kind of like, I'm sitting here and I'm like, damn, I have good guys around me. It like feels good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're like, damn, we did a good job of sorting.
And this has been a long time coming. Like we wanted you on episode 3. So
yeah, we talked about it a long time ago.
It's like low-key, like a dream come true. Almost like, really? Like I know you guys and like we're friends, but I've always just been like, God, I would love to hop on the mic with them and just shoot the shit. Like,
do you listen to the podcast?
Dude, every single
Do you
episode.
Actually?
Oh yeah,
you told me that
bro.
before you got in the room. I was like, you need to mention that every episode.
It's so like I do a lot of cardio, so like I'll go on my run and I'll just listen to you guys like all the way through.
Oh my God,
it's like,
do
it's
you have
amazing.
a favorite episode? Maybe not.
I really, really, really like the ones where you guys went through Hinge.
Yeah.
That one was so
You do
fun.
have a really good idea about us like going through a few live. That's a good call.
Like, and once I'm always like thinking, how do I make this go viral?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's literally how my brain works. And so I'm like, everyone would love watching two attractive girls go through a guy's Tinder and just ripping them a new one. Just like, yo, like, why would you
Jackson's
even
like, yep.
It would go stupid viral.
Can we see your Hinge? We'll do it right now.
Yeah, it's pretty much this. Me, like, where did I put my phone?
Did you lose it?
Hello?
Is it plugged in right there?
Hello?
Hello? God.
Is
that
this
Sophie's
Is this
phone?
it?
No,
No,
it's
it's
my
not
phone.
Is this it?
That's mine.
No.
Oh, it's right
there it is. Under your ass.
Oh, nice. Sorry,
We're
I got a
sitting
fat
on it.
ass on. My Hinge is, I think, almost the same.
No, but there's prompts.
Yes, that's true. I honestly don't. I haven't updated in a while, and I might need to. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I definitely need to update it because I tried putting one of my TikToks on there, and I don't think it was a hit.
Well, Sid and I
Like-
will help you out.
You'll see it. Literally, the only like response I think it's a funny TikTok, and it very much.
I'm stuck.
You're actually stuck? Yeah.
Here, wait. Yeah, there you go.
You're in your bracelet.
Oh.
Just grab his phone. I'll figure this out.
Okay. Well, you said I'm stuck, so I thought you needed help.
Wait, can you read the voice prompt and then put it into the mic?
Okay.
Really
How
funny.
to pronounce my name?
Wait, your name's Ben.
Not working. Oh, sorry guys, technical difficulty.
Okay. Well, that's not working.
Oh, I got it.
Try again.
Oh, base. There you go.
You press play because it's not working for
okay.
me. How to pronounce my name?
Not working. Hold on, let me try.
Oh my God, this is anticlimactic. I'm like
Oh my God,
waiting
this is
for it,
like-
waiting
okay,
for it.
wait. How to pronounce my name? Oh my God, you're right. It's not working. I'm so
Okay,
butthurt right now. Oh wait.
You already have flag number 1.
Yeah, I know. How to pronounce my name?
Say it
I
out.
don't
Say it
know.
out loud.
It's literally just me going Ben.
Oh, wait. You have a hard name to pronounce, buddy.
I know, but
Wait, I would
that
like
is funny.
that.
No,
Girls
that's
I
love
would
it.
like that. I
No,
would like
that's
that.
funny. Okay.
First picture, we like it. We have the nails painted.
Yep.
Blue jacket, blue
It's
nail.
who you are in a nutshell.
very much.
My
Wanna
love
read it?
language is sending tweets and TikToks to each other. Okay.
Into that.
Into that. Love that.
24, 5'5", creator. Ooh, he says he smokes weed sometimes.
Is that
Honest.
a red flag?
Nope, not for me. Maybe
Oh my
some.
God, you and
some people.
your mom, it looks like.
Wait, tap the screen.
My
my
mother,
mother?
Kathy, and I, after we successfully stole 2 children.
Oh my God. You are funny on
Okay.
here.
So far, so good. Besides the audio that doesn't work.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Style on point. He has his white shoes out. I'll introduce you to my family if.
You'll roast me with them. Oh,
Good.
okay.
Okay.
You're
Kate,
fun with your words. This is
You
fun.
look a little young in this one.
Yes, sorry. That's when I graduated.
Okay.
Senior year.
Yep. Change that one.
Okay, bet.
Most controversial opinion is.
The Office is not that good.
Oh,
Wait,
the show.
I would immediately reply to this and say I agree.
Really?
And yeah, people hate me for it.
Oh my God, I didn't know that. I like
You
The
might have
Office.
some people completely weed you out because of that one though, so be careful.
Yeah, be careful
I don't
with
need them.
Some of these photos are. Oh my God, this is. You are.
Oh yeah. You probably won't hear the audio.
You
No, I can't
Guys.
see the. You have a manscaped underwear on your head upside down.
We did a
And then your
deal with them
Instagram.
at the Go House, and
Oh, you did?
Mhm.
If I were you, I wouldn't connect your Instagram.
really,
Mm-hmm.
you
No.
think? Well, once again, it goes back to like when people. I don't know. Like obviously, so on Tinder, I don't have that video that was there anymore,
Yeah.
and it's like it's kind of a joke about me like eating my own shit. Like it's
Yeah.
not real, obviously, but
Yeah.
I thought it was creative and clever and whatever. The only response I've ever gotten on it was gross. So I was like, probably should change this one.
Maybe it's time
Yeah.
to switch it out.
Exactly.
Definitely no.
I will say you don't look like I can take you seriously on there. It looks like you're here for a good time. It doesn't like you don't feel serious at all.
Totally.
Like I don't. In a first initial thought, I would say like I don't think I can go deep with this person. Like they might just keep continuing to crack jokes.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
unless-
fair. That's
unless-
actually really
That's
good.
opinion from me. That's me. I've never
I
also
like that,
don't
though.
use apps.
No, and
You
this
know?
is a problem I'm running into with my personal brand is like people only want to see my jokes, and I'm like, oh, like that's bad. Like I want them here for me, not for not for like the the internet jokes that I make, which
Yeah.
they could probably find on Twitter, right? Like I want them to be like, we like this guy Ben. And so I'm trying to figure out, and like a couple of creators that I hung out with are like, you need to do thirst traps, and I'm like, I can't. Like,
Oh my God.
but I've been trying to do like not the cringy ones, but
Yeah.
like just showing off your looks a little bit.
Yeah.
So, like,
Well, I was gonna say I agree with you, Sid. Yes, we like funny profiles. Like I think that's great. You could have maybe 2 prompts be funny, pictures be funny. Maybe 1 prompt you could have it be like, yes, like I crack jokes, but I also am a sensitive Leo or whatever the hell you are.
Okay.
You know, something where you can add like a little something about you. But other than that, I think it's good.
No, I think that's really good. I think you're right. Like I really go over the top with being funny sometimes, and I don't really show like I am pretty serious. Like I've been relatively serious on this podcast.
Or you could say like some prompt that says, I grew up with 2 sisters. Believe me, I understand you guys. Yeah. Or like
girls would love that. 3 sisters, right?
Yeah, 3 sisters.
And you write that on there somewhere because it just shows that you've got like this like deeper already, like almost like safe spot for women's like emotions and a little bit sense. Like you were like, oh, he's got sisters, so he gets us a little bit.
See,
I completely understand your PMS. I'll be there for you. Like something weird,
bro. Well, first off, I don't like saying like PMS. I feel like that's just like a dude's always like, oh, that time of month.
Oh
PMS.
Yeah, if a guy ever says that I'm PMSing, you'll get slapped.
Yeah,
on the face. We can say we are PMSing, right? But a guy cannot.
Right when you point it out, I'm like, what did you just say?
Absolutely fucking not.
Like a freak out. Like you're like breathing fire immediate. Yeah, immediate.
Totally.
Thank you for letting us literally just look at your page and just be like, this, no, yeah, this, yeah.
Yep. Clip that. Like, he asked throw it up on Instagram. I'll put it up on my Instagram too. Like my stuff hits algorithm relative. Like that'll probably do pretty well.
Yeah.
Like, you just going through my hinge.
Like us just reading it for what it is.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting us do that. Thanks for fucking being here. Thank you for who you are and being a good soul. Like we were so hyped to have you, and we finally got to have you, and now you're here and we did it. We did it. Jackson, thanks for your opinions and your add-ins. We appreciate the male perspective, and I know all the ladies will too, because seriously, these are things and we had like 500 questions, so we could never have gotten to them all, but we'll eventually get to them all, ladies. We'll save them, don't you worry.
Any last minute things for us before we hop off?
Just thank you guys for having me on. Like this has been so fun.
Okay, good.
Like, and I just love podcasting in general. Like it's just so fun, and like this is a regular conversation we would have, like
as people, as friends.
Exactly. Yes. So like.
And that was the point of it. So
totally.
What's your podcast called, by the way?
It is Sarby Studios. So if you're looking, like, I feel like you guys get like pretty serious. We're not very serious on my podcast, like at all. Like the more funny parts of me and it's my best friend from college. We just shoot the shit. We're on the mics, but it's called Sarby Studios, and it's on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube.
There you go. I love that. Thank you, Ben. You guys, our event is coming up. So if it's the end of Thursday right now and you're listening, go get to Gray's at 6 p.m. anytime after. Get in the beer pong tournament. Come get a hoodie. Come just hang out, eat, drink, whatever. Hang with us. We'll be chit-chatting all night. See you there. Be there, be squared. If you can't, please donate in the link in our bio for Best Christmas Ever. We're trying to give this family a home. They're currently living in a hotel. There's 6 of them. The 4 children have special needs. Like, this is huge, you guys. We can make a difference in somebody, and they're right in our neighborhood, and we have a lot of matches coming up. So let's do this thing.
Yes. Other than that, guys, follow us at Straight Candid Podcast and at Candid Soph.
At Candid Sid. Whoa, forgot my name for a second.
And at Jerdy Dude, which is our producer.
Ayo,
we love it.
Jerdy.
Thanks, y'all.
Thank you, everybody. Happy
See ya
Thursday
next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Woo! I'm sweating.
It's hot. Did you feel my hands? I'm hot. It was my hand. My hair? I'm hot. Every time I hit you,